Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for February. I hope everybody's well. I do want to take a quick second to remind everybody that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Pisces, get in where you fit in. But as always, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. Energy for Pisces. All right, Pisces, you're starting out with the Three of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Magician. So some of you guys are manifesting something, maybe like a side hustle, or, you know, you could be a business for yourself. I do see you working very hard, but that's kind of a side note. What I am seeing here is that you do have a glow up going on. I like that for you a lot. You are showing up here as being wildly attractive. It's funny, that's I'm hearing wildly attractive. You're very charismatic. People are very much drawn to you right now. And I also feel like they're just really enjoying being in your presence. You have a very charismatic energy about you right now. You're working very hard on your own foundation. It's been a little bit of a fight, but I feel like you're getting there. You're seeing some results with that. I'm hearing showing out, large and in charge. I don't know what that means, but you know, maybe you will. You are also in a manifestational mode here, and I do feel like you are strongly manifesting what it is that you want right now. You also have a very cooperative energy that people are enjoying. So let's see who's in your energy. I feel like you're very passionate about somebody or something. You're wanting to work on it. You're wanting to work something out. Show me who is in Pisces energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. Somebody is a little shy. I wouldn't say they don't want to be seen, but they're a little shy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And coming out together, we have the Eight of Cups and Judgment. So this is somebody that has feelings for you, Pisces, but I feel like they're kind of holding that back a little bit for some reason. I don't know why, because you're showing up here as being very attractive and very cooperative. I will tell you that this person definitely enjoys comfort of home and hearth. This is somebody whose stability is extremely important to. It looks like this person may have walked away from something and is now wanting to. So this may be somebody who walked away from you. There's the energy of somebody who having walked away and now wanting to reconcile. But they only want this if there's stability. And I don't know why they're holding back emotionally. Let's see the energy between Pisces and this person. Because it looks like they want a reconciliation. They may have to walk away from something else in order to get that. Seven of Wands. There's some defensiveness here. I feel like there's been some conflict, but honestly, Pisces, you're wanting to work it out, and this person's kind of holding back. They may just feel like they have a lot on them right now, like a lot of people wanting things from them, but so do you. So yours is more work-related, though, and theirs is more on an emotional level. So there is some defensiveness here and possibly some conflict. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Hangman in reverse. You're both looking at this connection from a different perspective. I feel like there was a long wait here in order for that to happen. You know, this person sees you as stability and you see them as someone you're very passionate about. Let me see your outcome. whatever this wait is, the wait is over. You may have been waiting to resolve a conflict, to work things out. That wait is over. All right, Temperance in the reverse. There's still some healing that needs to take place here. You're manifesting the healing, and this person wants to heal this connection as well. But right now, the emotions are really up and down for both of you. This is very emotional. This is extremely emotional for each of you. And I feel like there is some sort of an imbalance here between the two of you, because your energy is way more positive. They're still kind of holding back a little bit. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy. And what this shows me, Pisces, is that there's a need here for you to work on your own stability, to also pour love into yourself. Self-care is necessary here. And it also tells me that there was a big loss here, possibly during some sort of conflict, or when this person walked away. So I definitely see that there's been some conflict here that caused loss. Now, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. I'm also seeing Sagittarian energy and Pisces energy as well. So you could be dealing with another Pisces. Let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Three of Pentacles here? Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Pisces? All right, the Strength card and the Nine of Cups. So you're having the courage and the strength to work through this, to work it out, to be cooperative. And why? Well, because this person is your wish fulfillment. Yeah, but there's still some sort of conflict here. Let me see why the Queen of Wands is here. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Wands. So you may have met somebody new while you were waiting for this person to show up, but you're not investing in that person. Yeah, you're not investing in that person, but they're still in your energy for some reason. Now, I do see you talking with this person. This is someone who walked away, so this has to be somebody from your past. And I feel like you waited for this person to come towards you. I feel like you were actually impatient for them to take action, to come towards you. And they finally did, it looks like. Let me see the Magician. Or did you reach out to them maybe? Yeah, you're manifesting a reconciliation here. But there's still something unbalanced. Now, there could be legal issues that are going on here that are unresolved as well. Be careful, because those legal issues could cause a financial loss for you. But regardless, I feel like you're manifesting balance. You're manifesting a reconciliation with this person. And you may be feeling a little put out, that they're kind of holding back a little bit as well. Let me see, because there's something that's unbalanced here. Let me see their energy. Show me the person who's in Pisces energy, please. Why is this Knight of Cups in reverse? The Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles. So this person had a choice. They had a choice between you and possibly someone else. And if it wasn't a choice between you and someone else, it could have been that this person had a deep decision to make with regard to love. And as a result, knowing that this would be a monumental decision, I feel like this person was kind of holding back. They weren't, like coming towards you. You didn't seem to have a problem, coming towards them. And your energy is really positive here, but they're hesitant. They're a little hesitant. This person does feel like you are a soulmate, and they also feel very committed towards you as well. So again, I'm seeing that Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini energy is here. Let me see why the Four of Pentacles is here. If you're dealing with, there's conflict here though. This person's holding back, but yet they feel so committed to you. They feel like you're their soulmate. So I'm not sure why they're holding back. Maybe the two of you had some conflict and caused them to hold back a little bit. because you see them as wish fulfillment. You want to work everything out. Now, they could be working really hard. I do see them working towards their own stability here. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands reversed, and we have the 7 of Swords. So there's some kind of deceitful energy here. It has to do with the hearth and home. It has to do with them holding on to something. Could be financial. But there is something that they're not being on the up and up about. Yeah. Is this person already in another relationship? Because Queen of Pentacles can indicate that. And if so, they may be ending that, because underlying energy, the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. There's some sort of deception, though. It has to do with the hearth and home. It has to do with their comfort level. Now, it could easily be as well that this person was holding on to you and didn't want to admit that to you. And that might be why it took so long for them to reach out. Yeah, but regardless, they want to resolve the problems now. There are definitely problems here that they've been wanting to resolve, and now they're viewing it very differently, from a whole different perspective. And I feel like whatever that weight is, it's over. Let me look at the bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Pisces energy. Okay. All right, so we have the 10 of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Cups. That's good. 4 of Wands reversed and the 2 of Swords reversed. All right, so for some of you, this person was in another relationship. And if so, this person is ending that. It looks like a marriage. It might not be completed. They may have walked away from that connection in order to move back towards a reconciliation with you, but there's still some legal issues that are taking place here. I definitely see that there is a reconciliation taking place between you and this person. And if they are in another connection, it was their choice to end it. Now, between the two of you, there was a very painful ending. And that painful ending was based on deception. And that's what this person wants to resolve and to put an end to. I feel like this person wants to work out those problems with you. They've been holding on to you. But there was definitely some deception here that caused this painful ending. And I feel like they walked away from this connection. Now they're coming back towards you. We see this person reaching out to you. It's a decision to reconcile. For some of you, you may have been married to this person in the past. Just take it as it resonates. There is something to do with an ended marriage or an ended relationship, long-term relationship that was really painful to this person. And so they want a reconciliation with you. I do see them reaching out. I do see them wanting to move things in a better direction, wanting to resolve problems, wanting to, let go of past issues and problems between the two of you. So I see two timelines. I see somebody who was married here, and I see to you, and I see somebody who is, when you met them, they were married, and therefore they tried to bring you in as a third party, Queen of Wands. And there was deception. So take it as it resonates, because I literally see two different timelines. But in both of these timelines, I see reconciliation happening here. So let's look at the energy between you and this person. And by the way, they deeply feel that you're a soulmate and have been holding on to you. Why is the 7 of Wands here between Pisces and this person? The Hierophant reversed, there's the ending. And the 5 of Wands reversed. So if you were married to this person, I see an ending here. Well, regardless, I do see an ending here, and I see you wanting to work that out, working through some things. You are a little defensive with this person, but ultimately they are your wish fulfillment. Now, on their side, for some of you, there is a competing person that they were with when they met you, or they've been with. They had a choice between you and someone else, and that conflict is ending, but it's ending because they're leaving an existing connection. Queen of Pentacles reversed. It was a big decision that they had to make, and so that will end the conflict between the two of you. For others of you, though, there was a lot of conflict. You were with this person in the past. I see a painful ending. It was a long-term connection. You felt very wronged by this person, and they want to come in and end any conflict between the two of you. So just take it as it resonates. Let me see why the Hangman is in reverse. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. All right, we have the Seven of Cups and we have the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, they weren't able to move away from you. I feel like they tried to. They really did try to, but they were in their heart that you are hearth and home to them. So they want to resolve the problems. They may not exactly know how to do that. They are looking at things differently than they did in the past. They may be avoiding any further problems. They just weren't able to move away from you. There's some chaos that's here, though, and that chaos is caused by, you know, deceit. If you were with them in the past and they walked away, I see deceitful actions on their side. Now, on your side, there's a lot of confusion. You definitely had options, and I do feel like this person, when they reach out to you, you could still have somebody new in your energy, but you're not invested in it. So I do feel like there is options for you. You're a little bit confused with regard to whether or not this person has moved on or not. You may even, it's indicating for some of you that you reached out to them. There's an energy of talking, an energy of communicating, but in a very small way. And their communication is actually much bigger. So again, I'm seeing that you had options, but you weren't highly invested in somebody new. I'm also seeing that there's a lot of confusion. And the confusion for you had to do with what took this person so long to come back towards you. So let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Pisces. Show me the outcome for Pisces. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands. There you are in that energy again, just attracting everybody and anybody to you, which I love for you. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Five of Swords is in the reverse. So in your outcome, this is a highly emotionally charged situation. You feel like there's definitely an imbalance here, like something's not fair to you. However, I feel like you're taking action here. You really are passionate about this person. And I feel like you're going to be the one to take the action to really work this through. You're more of a, you're more motivated to do, whereas this person seems like they hold back a little bit. Regardless, I see that the conflict that's here is definitely ending. You both want to end that. You could both be avoiding conflict as well. You're just more proactive is what I'm seeing here. But you feel like that's an injustice to you, that you don't want to have to be the one who is taking all the action here with this justice in the reverse. You're manifesting for them to take the action, for them to do, for them to bring this together back into a reconciliation. I do feel like you're going to get what you want, but it hasn't always been that way. And I feel like that's where this temperance is coming. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen here between the two of you, Pisces, primarily having to do with people not fighting fair, a lot of conflict, a lot of ego. All of this has to be addressed. Now, in this person's energy, I do feel that there was an ending here. This person actually felt betrayed, so they walked away from the connection, or they betrayed someone else and walked away at some point. Regardless, I see that there's so if they are in another connection, they're ending that connection. They've already made the decision, and it's based upon the fact that they want to reconcile with you. You both have that deep desire to reconcile. They feel you're a soulmate. They had to walk away from you at some point. And in a sense, they feel almost like they betrayed themselves in that. It was painful for them. And they want to now, they're becoming single, but it's going to be an ordeal to get there. And they're trying to avoid as much of that conflict as they possibly can. However, they will become single because they want to come back together with you, and they want to, move things forward and have a happy life. Now, if this is somebody that you were with in the past, possibly married to or living with or in a long-term connection, this likely ended because of deceit on their side. They tried to move away from you. They were not able to. And they did walk away, but they were still holding on to you. They didn't fully, emotionally, they were still tied. However, they weren't expressing that. They were keeping that to themselves. They may have also had somebody in their energy that was taking on this Queen of Pentacles role. But I do see that this person has made the decision to reconcile with you. Yeah. They want stability in their life, and they did not have stability in their life when you were not in it. So this is somebody who will be reaching out to you. They are single. They are independent. They definitely feel like you are the best thing next to sliced bread. And I can see that other people, because you have a lot of options, other people are feeling the same way. So I do feel like this is something that this person is wanting to heal and to balance out and to end any kind of difficulties that have been here between the two of you. The thing that really stands out for me, Pisces, is that you both really want this reconciliation. But they hold back a little bit, and that is bothersome to you because you want them to be taking more of an active role. And I do feel that's what you're manifesting here. So bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Hello, Pisces. There you are. So you are showing up in your power. I do feel like you love this person deeply, and I also feel like this person loves you. If this is somebody who is in another connection, they are ending that connection in order to be with you. So I'm going to pull a few oracles. We'll see what pops out for you. Pulling for Pisces. Guidance for Pisces or the Cross Watcher. All right. We have sunglasses. Watching, looking, and stalking. Yeah. So somebody, this person was probably keeping an eye on you. You might have been keeping an eye on them as well throughout this ending here when they walked away. But I do feel like one or both of you were watching the other and keeping up. And then you have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. And that is what I'm seeing here in your outcome. So you guys are moving forward from this, but it's going to take a little bit of healing. It's going to take some time, and it's going to take some ending of conflicts that are here from the past. So don't sweep those under the rug. They really do need to be addressed and dealt with, because if you don't deal with them now, you will have to deal with them later on if you plan to be with this person. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Pisces. If you've resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you are loved, and namaste.